The stitch finger is very important in the formation of the stitch. It actually helps create that width. So let's take a look at what that looks like. The first thing I want to do is go ahead and open this front cover, and then I'm going to remove my presser foot. It'll be a little easier for us to see what's happening or where that stitch finger sits. When I talk about the stitch finger, it's actually this piece right here, and you can see how wide that is. So what's going to happen when the machine is stitching, this left needle and the right needle are going to stitch straight forward, but that upper and lower looper are going to carry those threads to the needles. And the width of the stitch is helped by that, again, that stitch finger. In this instance, I would be using this for a 4-thread or a 3-thread or a 2-thread, basically a wider stitch. But if I wanted to go to something like a rolled hem or a narrow hem, there's an additional stitch finger that comes with the Baby Lock Vibrant. And if we take a look at it, it's a lot narrower. So you can see that as those loopers jump across this to the needles, that stitch is going to be really narrow. Now, to change these fingers out, it's really pretty simple. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and open our working table, and you can see again, here's that stitch finger as I'm moving across. And as I get to a point here where I have a little bit more working room, I'm going to simply place my thumb on the back side of that finger and I'm going to push out. Okay, and now that wide stitch finger is out of position, and I'm ready to change over into the narrower stitch finger for a narrower stitch. You'll notice that there's a blade here, and then on top there's a little notch, and this is kind of what I would call the stopper. Now, where this is going to sit on that working table is, this is our stationary blade right here, and this is our needle plate. And if we look a little closer, you can almost see a little guide between the two of these. I'm going to take that blade and I'm going to slide it into place. Now, it's going to feel a little tight, and you want it to feel tight because then we know that it's hanging on to that blade. This little notch is going to fit right underneath that needle plate as I push in. Now I have the narrow stitch finger on, and when I slide that into place, you can see how narrow that stitch is now going to be compared to that wider blade on that wide stitch finger. Now, the narrow blade is actually called the B blade. So when you're looking at your threading chart in your instruction and reference guide, if they request you to put in the B stitch finger, that's the stitch finger you're going to use. The one thing I really suggest is when you are changing these out, that you put them back into their handy compartment located on the front of the machine, and they simply just slide into place, and now I know exactly where that is whenever I need that. So I hope this helped explain what the stitch finger is, where it's located, how to put it in, and what it actually does, and the functions you need to use it for as far as exchanging it out.